Hello there, Aaron. How are you doing? The demon first, as always. Hope you're doing well. Miley, hello there. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. How are you doing? I'm okay, very tired, but I need to deep clean my apartment ASAP. My landlord is doing an inspection tomorrow, and so I'm panicked. Deep clean? That's fair. That's fair. And cookies. Why? Why? You already have to eat a shulker box of them. Cookies for oh, thank you, Miley. Here, have a cookie of your own. I hope everyone's doing well. Aaron's gonna be panicking, cleaning all night long. I don't mind cleaning. It's a team effort between me and Hannah usually. I do enjoy laundry. I don't mind doing that at all. I actually enjoy the folding part of it. I kind of find it relaxing. It's the putting away part of laundry I don't enjoy. I had to deal with Amazon. My mic, I'm pretty sure, was stolen while in transit to me, so I had to get a replacement for that, an entire package. That's crazy. I feel like usually for that stuff, the company just sends another one out. They don't really like. They're like, oh, it got stolen. Okay, you sure? Yeah, didn't show up. All right, we'll send another one. Or you'll have something get delivered and it's broken, or just like something's missing. They'll just send you a complete new one. I've never had it happen to me, but I've heard so many people. Had a mic, a cord, an audio mixer, so it was expensive package. Amazon said it was in one place when the USPS said in another. Ugh, annoying. Now, now you'll see 2 months down the road, Miley, it'll actually get to your place somehow because it just got lost. And now you'll end up with two of these. Did it get all sorted out, though? And Tabs, hello there. How are you doing? Yeah, it was rude. It was a Rode mic too. I don't. Is that the really fancy one everyone uses? It did. It took me like 3 tries. Hey, third time's the charm, right? You doing good? That's good to hear. I think so. I'm sure though. Oh, that's fair. Let's see here. Rode microphones. Oh, yeah, it looks like the fancy one. Maybe. Off of the quick look, there's one of them that looks like the fancy one. Or maybe it just pops up because of it. I don't even know how expensive my microphone is. It was expensive at the time, but it probably isn't as much. It's down to $100. Totally upgrading everything. I have a blue you have a blue Yeti now? Oh, look at you getting all the fancy stuff. Soon you'll have a stream deck, and I don't really know what else you need. Like a good microphone, and that's about it. That's all you need. Look who's live, your favorite streamer. Whoa, slow down. Are you sure, Nymph? You've only been here once before, I believe. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Yeti. I don't think Miley meant a Yeti cooler. Hello there, Donk. How are you doing? Those things are thick, by the way. If you've ever actually seen like some of those like nicer coolers, it has like it's like 2 inches thick. I have one, bought the Stream Deck before the mic. That's you got more fancy things than me, Miley. I've been lurking on multiple. Oh, have you been lurking? I appreciate the lurk, Snip. All right, then you got more justice to call me your favorite. You've at least listened to more than one. Don't know how. Tabs is yelling at me for not knowing it was a microphone, a Blue Yeti. You're all right, dog. You heard Yeti, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Wish I had the cooler though. How expensive is one? Let's see. Uh, Yeti cooler. Hello there, D Clark. By the way, how are you doing? It's $300. They are nice. That's for sure. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm glad you're doing good there, D Clark. But Cabela's version of one, it's thick. They are. To be honest, I used to want a Yeti mic when I used to try and make content, so I tried saving. Ended up switching to music mid-save, and the money instead went into getting a new laptop for said music sessions. Oh, well, it's a good thing you didn't spontaneously buy it. Could fit a lot, like a whole dwarf. Is that a threat, Tabs? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? Just stuff me in a cooler? Mongoose, hello there. How are you doing? Just giving a size comparison. Mm-hmm. Watch my back. No, she didn't say no. Hey, what's that mean? What are you on about? So you're making music there, Nip? What's the next game night game? Not sure at the moment, Mongoose. Still just trying to plan out dates since it's so far out. I I chuckled after I put together that message in game night. I chuckled to myself. I was like, wait a minute, Thad. When did you start becoming the person that does so many different things? I got multiple streams a week. We got a charity event thing going on at the moment, which I didn't organize it. I'm just part of it. We got the mountainathon that's slowly creeping on up. That's all planned out. We do game nights that are getting planned all the time. It's like when did I start becoming the person that did all these different things? So, a scary word, streamer, or content creator. I'm starting to feel like it might apply. I don't think so though. You found your Cavell version on sale. Check some reviews, and it was beating the comparable Yeti at the same time. So I pulled the trigger. There you go. It's on sale. It's hard not to buy something that's on sale. Might start making content. It's a big time commitment. That's why I don't do a lot of other stuff other than streaming. Jesse's slowly Don't say that. Jesse's not allowed to stop streaming. I will. I will start DMing her daily if she doesn't stream for a month. Pass the torch over. She can keep it. Don't pass the torch to me. I never wanted it. Uh, I'm just here to play games. Break time. Oh, perfect. 12 minutes in. Oh, I didn't even say that. I have TikToks or YouTube Shorts mostly. Well, it's both. That are coming out weekly at the moment because I had some time to edit and get into editing for a little bit for a few days. So I edited up a whole bunch of those, and those are coming out weekly every Tuesday. Starting to get back into streaming. I saw, and then you canceled, which is fine. I would have missed the stream. I was so busy last night. I think me and Hannah got home like 5 minutes apart from each other. Then we instantly went out, had to get a few things from the store. Then we got groceries. Finally got home. I took out some chicken to make dinner, made some dinner. That was delicious. And we just watched a show together and relaxed. It's busy as ever. I now stream a bunch of different things I hardly play in my solo world at the moment. It still isn't updated. My world is 2 updates behind. Tabs. So far behind. Need to do that. I didn't get home until like 10:30 last night. I missed Jesse's stream. I missed Jesse's too. Honestly, I like once I finished eating dinner and like cleaned and got that all like cleaned up. We were just watching our show and I probably passed out around 9 while watching the show, waking up in and out. Since you're streaming, I have to go to no, stop. Meyer. Did I say it right? Tonight. I really enjoyed that one stream where you were there, Donk, and you just were there for like 2 hours. It's like what kind of jello should I get, guys? Well, yeah, I think you should get this, and you ended up with like 5 different flavors. But I will say this: we never influenced Donk to get all that trail mix making stuff. Donk did that on his own free will. No, it isn't a main focus, but it will be annoying not knowing what I have done if I feel like doing something. I miss this. Also have Blazing Caves on my solo world, and I know there isn't a mod for details on the advancements. Yeah, I saw that mod got left. I think it happened. 1.21. There was a you know, it's not enough credit given to that modding community for Minecraft. Some amazing people out there. I think that was the trail mix night. Maybe I'll make Tabs come with me tonight. Let's not have him go shopping on the Thad stream. Why not? What could possibly happen? 1.21 had a community updated one. It was never done for 1.22. Or do you mean 1.21 point something else? I think the most recent version is 1.21.4 Tabs. It sounds like a lovely idea. I gotta grab those cookies, Miley. It's force feeding me. Just move these out. Oops. All of my shopping trips during Thad streams are wildly successful. Oh no, no! Oh, it's oh joy! Successful trips, Tabs. If I was closer, I would go donk. I must say, Mountathon year 4, if there's, if there were any, um, merch made for it, limited edition merch. It looks downright amazing if there was any. Holy didn't get any sort of, I mean, hypothetically, any samples recently. I need merch and I'll pay you. I don't know if Hannah's listening. I know she was listening to an audiobook. It honestly, Tabs, you need to just get all of your assets in order that you would want merch to be on. And you just kind of go from there. Any hypothetical thing Hannah is theoretically involved with would be amazing. Yes. Exactly. Here, let me look at all my assets. I have a folder for all my stream stuff. And I know Hannah made the Team Mountain Range and Team Mountain sticker, like those assets. Beyond that, it was more of just putting it together when she had time. Well, she made the Thult one. Wavy. What did I forget? Oh. You can pay in cookies, brownies, cakes, pies, tarts, or any other treat. I mean, for this hypothetical and theoretical thing that Hannah may have not totally put together for said year 4 Mountathon, I did the brainstorming, and I gave her reference pictures. Miney, hello there. Welcome on in with the raid. Hello there, raiders. Virtual, we'll just stick with virtual. Hello there, welcome on in. Moot Ship, hello. Blonde Skunk, I recognize you. How are you doing it? And Miney themselves. How are you doing? What were you up to today? We're just in my world at the moment. We haven't started doing anything. We've been just talking for 20 minutes. Blonde Skunk sent you. Well, thank you there, Blonde Skunk. Let's get a shout out for you, Miney. I'm assuming you were playing some Minecraft. I'll give you a follow as well. You doing good? Aw, that's good to hear. I'm glad, Blonde Skunk. It's trying out all the mods 10. Ooh. Aw, I bet that's fun. I've never played any of all the mods 10, like any of all the mods, but I enjoy mod packs. I've played a handful. And they're always a joy. And thank you for the follow there, Virtual. I really appreciate it. You haven't either? Have you played mods at least? Color mod packs? Your first. Oh, Miney. That is that's a lot to take in. That is mod packs can be a lot. Minecraft in general is a lot nowadays. I just struggle my way through. Oh, well, I hope all your lovely viewers help you along the way too. Was there a skeleton here? I think I'm just gonna do some mining today, by the way, people. Continue flattening stuff. They make it fun in their own special way. Nah, we just make her drop items. What do you mean you make her drop items? Is there a little integration with Twitch here happening too? In their own special way. Channel point reward thing? Ah. So y'all are cruel to Miney is what you're saying. I know how this works. I'll turn these down just a little bit for the grass blocks. Also, I guess anyone knew. I'm so bad at this when new people pop on, and I'm used to the continuous same people. But I'm just in my own solo world here. We got a big build, kinda, that's surrounding us here. I'm just basically just working on a mountain. Lots of terraforming. Ow. Dog, what? 100%? Anyway, I'm just working on I got a mountain I'm working on. Here's the front of it. We love Miney and our certified Miney moments. It's just a little teasing. Mm-hmm. A little teasing. Remember last weekend with the dog? You guys were up in... for those... I was doing a charity event. I'm still doing a charity event every Saturday for a few weeks. And we had, a one day only goal that just spontaneously happened. There was someone else's dog in our net. It's a competition as well. Um, so an enemy in quotation marks, a different team left a dog outside our nether portal, and so I was close to $750. We had just passed 500 raised for my community. I jokingly said, if we hit 750 today, we'll push that dog into the lava. Or it happened to it just gravity took place. Don't know how it fell in. And they were up in arms. I think it was less than 10 minutes later we hit $750. That was paid off to drop someone's dog. Yeah, essentially. We just don't tell the admins. What it was just, that was support. Yeah, it was something. That mountain, it's a mountain, Miney, not a mountain range. Don't listen to the people here. It's a mountain. Single. And thank you. By the way, Thad, TLDR is too long, didn't read. I know that. Only because I recently looked it up. Like a couple of weeks ago. I could probably find it in the search history. Long story short, yeah, I understand. Whatever you want to call it, it's gorgeous. Oh, thank you there, Moo. So anyway, we've been working on this project for like 4 years, almost in February. We got the anniversary coming up. Big stream celebration. Just, the whole gist of stuff. Guess I don't know the difference between a mountain and a range. It's a mountain. Um, it's not done. Don't even classify it as a range. But, you kind of get the feel of it, and it's, placed 1.2 million stone. Nothing crazy. But it'll house a dwarven kingdom. If any of y'all like Lord of the Rings and that, I absolutely love it. So a lot of inspiration from there with some of the architecture and that. But we got the entrance to the dwarven kingdom here. We've done a very small amount of, well, it's really not a very small amount of time we put into building, but compared to everything else, we haven't spent as much time actually doing any of the building underground. You love Lord of the Rings? Oh, you just wait, Miney. Just wait a second. I know you just got done with streaming, but you gotta wait. It's worth it. Got the back side of the entrance here. Kind of get the feel of it all. And then we've started one room for the Dwarven Kingdom. I like to call it the Pillared Hall. And if you've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, you'll recognize this one. And it's just a bunch of pillars. It takes a while to build them. One of them takes 45 minutes, and we've built like, I don't know how many are over there. Over 70. It's just that. Shush. Tabs. It's so cool. Aw, thank you. Worth the wait. But you get the feel of it. It's kind of my own take on it. Should redeem for you to build one. It takes 45 minutes, Tabs. Dr. J, I'm having a lovely stream. Hope you have a good evening there. Appreciate the lurk. Moodship, thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. Also, if I'm not saying anyone's name correctly, just yell at me. I don't mind. Man, this would make a perfect 12 by 12 pattern. What? Pillar stream? Not today. I'm not in the mood. It's been forever since we had a pillar stream. Well, I think I've actually built these 3 off stream when I was just listening to an audiobook for one of them. I don't know when. Oh, town by town. I think it's 6 by 6. But yeah, 12 by 12 in total. It's not 144 pillars since that wall. Anywho, it's just a little bit of what goes on here. Of course, there's other things in my world just because it's 4 years old. We got if you want, I can show this off. I don't mind. Some more just houses for a start of a medieval port city over here. I got working on a custom hilly plains biome here. I'll stretch all the way over. There's a custom plains biome I kind of put together. Got the spawn chunks over here that I'm digging out. And then the usual farms and that. There's builds everywhere. Anywho. Back to removing land. So I need to start burning through these cookies. At least a few stacks, so then when people redeem them, I don't have to pile them somewhere in my ender chest. If anyone does need to raid or run, feel free to. It's no worries at all. Those that came on in with Mine's stream. This build should be on an island. What? A mountain? Be a big island. Surround with water and cover the void. We have different ideas for the void tabs. Ones that hopefully won't take as much time, but they'll still take an absurd amount of them. The world looks amazing. Time for me to make dinner. Keep it open for the views. I appreciate that, Mining. I really appreciate the lurk. You have a good dinner there, and I'll appreciate the raid. If anyone missed it earlier, go check out Mining. I don't know them yet, but you only get to know them if you follow them. I may as well go on over, give them a follow. Sounds like they're doing some mod pack stuff. That's always fun. They got channel redemptions to, help support the streamer somehow. So you could just fly around and clean up the map. So there's less black. It would make it so much cleaner. That sounds like a lot of, that's a lot of flying taps. Like, you see that little mouse thing? That's one chunk. I have to zoom out pretty far to, like, get a view on stuff. I'm not gonna go fly around for thousands of blocks. It doesn't bother me at all. Plus, it keeps my world on a smaller scale. Not as much storage. I think my world is maybe 10 gigabytes. Just the immediate area? We have the immediate area. I'm not flying out there. You're just talking about like these little bits. Those little bits. No. bother me whenever you show the map. Well, here. We'll keep it... No. You don't see it as much. Good to see Triple H! Hello there. Welcome on in. And Minxie, hello, hello. We do it while listening to an audiobook. I'm not doing it, Tabs. I'm not wasting my storage. What were you up to today? I had your tab open here since I've been home. Get a shout out for you. If y'all aren't already following Triple H, what the heck are you doing? They keep rating us, and I keep shouting them out. And if you're not listening to me, why not? They deserve the follows. Dude, they got they're making this cookie factory, and there's gingerbread men working there, and you can eat the gingerbread men. Of course you wouldn't want to eat them. But how are you doing, Triple H? What were you up to today? Let's go pull up Emmy. Another person that keeps rating me. When did we meet so many people? This is a reflection day, apparently. Started planning all these things with the community. Now I'm noticing a lot of other streamers that are finding me, and we had Blonde Skunk suggest me to a difference. This is too much to handle. I'm just working on a mountain. I'm just gathering frog lights in the nether. Please tell me you have a farm, Minxie. You're not like just walking around with a frog on a leash. Gonna send you some pics easier that way. Sounds good there, Triple H. No worries. Hope you're doing well. No, we have a spawner in a little chamber. Okay, good. I'm over here, you're like, yeah, I'm just gathering some frog lights in the nether, and I just, you say that, I can like I can picture you just physically running around with a frog. It's very silly. Don't do that. Nobody should do that. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do that. You would if you had to? Froglight farms are so simple usually to make. If you're able to get the frogs to the nether easily anyway. We're just mining away some blocks here. I'm trying to burn through these cookies that I'm racking up all of a sudden. All of a sudden. I did it to myself. Now I understand why it would be hard to explain this. Alright, I'm breaking this down. I got Triple H. Send me a few screenshots here. I'm assuming we're in the factory. Or some sort of factory setting. I got a whole bunch of create mod stuff. There's a whole bunch of things moving around. Got some conveyor belts. Machinery. We got 4 different resources we're collecting up. Is that liquid? Are we like solidifying this? And then thrown into a storage? What's the other one? Nah, I got nothing out of this one. I got a floor. Totally, we're in the factory for sure. I see it now in the background. Looks like a boat. It's the boat ride. You said this. Oh my goodness, I can picture it. I totally picture it. You're gonna make the chocolate river there where the boat goes down it. Love it. The first time I've ever gotten all the frogs and had easy access to the magma spawner. See, I don't even know if I've ever found a magma cream spawner on my own. I don't think I've ever stumbled upon one. But the Froglight farms I usually see people build are above the bedrock roof in the Nether, and they're beyond efficient. Always wanted the light, so I figured I would take advantage of it. May as well. Rose chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, caramel liquid, and bars. That's what's getting. This is. I love it, by the way. The fact you're just out here making a chocolate factory. Okay. It's amazing. It's one of those things I never get around to with mods. I always I play through them fully, get all the good gear, and then kind of am tired of it and don't do any building. Which is sad because it has so many amazing blocks. I'll try and build like a nice base for all the different machines I end up making, but that's about it. We have a carry-on mod, so I have to admit when we were in the fortress, he distracted the piglins. I went and yoinked the spawner and moved it to a chamber I made. Oh, well, that's fair. I don't blame you. It's modded. Do anything. Be shop outside the factory so you can spout the liquid on the bars. Mix and match. That's crazy. The shops I'm doing is going to be a plushie shop. I'm just building a mountain. Y'all are building cute and fun things. I enjoy what I'm building. I have to go down to 68. Yours is a dwarven kingdom of pebbles. Had to, you had to do that. It'll be a dwarven kingdom. Look at I'm actually working on the part that will be the dwarven kingdom, flattening stuff for future building. Just wait till I have to dig down like 100, not 100 layers. I don't know. Just about 100 layers. Get down to the deep slate layers to make like really huge caverns. I think we should enlist some TNT at some point because I don't know if I'll need all the... I got a lot of blocks already. Still have a lot to learn for building and terraforming, interior decorating. I can do well. Making a nice building is something I need to really learn. Its variety is what I have found. Helps builds. You look at a lot of the builds that people consider to be good. There's so much variety in them. There's not a lot of flat surfaces. When it comes to a roof, there's variety even in that. You're down there, be careful. I won't delve too deep, too greedily. Are you kidding? Look at me. I've got all the riches I need, stone blocks and all. What if we could have more? No. But anyway, you know, I was walking around earlier and I had this creature that was wearing like black robes and all that come up to me in Minecraft. And it offered me this ring. Very tempting. I wouldn't take my... I don't know. I guess you could take some of the building I've done for the Dwarven Kingdom, for ideas of building. I don't know. I spent a lot of time messing around with different structure things to get what I wanted and what felt right. But just looking over at some of the houses I've built here, I always try and add all sorts of differences to them. I think this house was one of the first times in a while where I had something a little more repetitive, like the same arch over and over. But even then, I have this jut out that's different. That just changes it up. It had to happen. This little jut out. It wasn't something I planned on doing. This house I just did on a whim. So that was one of those things where I had to work around it, and it ended up helping down the road. But this house, I knew I wanted to have it tiered, and that helped with adding differences to it all. I don't know. Keep telling H, I'm dying to see the inner workings of your system that puts all the stone in your shulkers and your shulker farm. Those are things I want to learn too. You can do cozy cottage style things. Those are a bit more basic. When I say medieval style as such, oh, they go hand in hand. I don't know. Hanging. I found things when you have things like hanging off buildings. This one I haven't fully fledged out all these buildings on the outside. But I have found that if you have stuff like hanging down off of it, oh, adds so much more. Like this little rope, I guess. I don't know. It adds so much to this walkway here if we walk down. It just kind of adds another flow to it. It continues, your eyes continue following stuff onto more things. I'll show you, I can show you to the farms, by the way. They're nothing crazy. My Shulker Shell farm is. It's an old design now. But it still works fully. It just takes practice with building, honestly. It takes practice and looking at what others have done, and then you just when I often looked at other people's builds, I'd take it in and then I'd throw my own little spin on it. Like I might not take maybe I'll just take their build palette and then I'll make my own shape of a building, or I'll take one shape out of a building that I saw someone else do and add it onto my building shape. I don't know, little things like that where you mess around, you go a little outside of a reference picture, but you don't go. I don't know. I don't know where you just mess around with building. Do it for fun. Like even my medieval port city over there, that's just me practicing still. Like I'm testing out different things. This is my simple sorter though, Minxie. It's the one I use for any materials I gather around the mountain. And just simple shulker box unloader. I load them up here. They get placed here. It goes down, then gets sorted. And then I really should make it where the shulker boxes break once they're here, once they fill up here. But I usually just check it if I know I've put items up here, and then I'll throw it in the chest here. And then for anything overflow, I have over here. Oh, that one's empty. Oh, we're running low on stone. The more moving on to like the shulker box. I have a more complicated system of that one where it auto breaks the shulker boxes for me. Actually need to remake part of it, but I just don't use this sorter that I'm about to show as often anymore. Part of the system doesn't work as efficiently as it used to in the past. Some sort of update changed it. I got my end here for anyone newer has never seen my end. It's where all my villagers are. But I have a safety fall platform that I've talked about. I used to do more mining here, and then started doing more mining projects around the mountain and getting a lot of blocks from there, so we haven't spent as much time here. We did a little bit when I needed deep slate, and then the ravine hit deep slate layers, and I started getting a whole bunch from that. In my spawn chunks. But this is probably my most complicated sorter. It's basically the one I just showed, but with the added element that when the shulker box gets full, it breaks it and throws it into a chest. And then the same sort of system, you throw in shulker boxes here for it to sort like this. You'll see the blocks going up in a second. Hopefully. Yep, there they go. Starts doing that, and then it just a simple hopper chain and sorts through them. Sorts through all the blocks that I usually collect when I'm mining here. Oh, this will have grass blocks, that's besides the point. Breaks it, puts in a shulker. It's kind of cool. This one is kind of pieced together. There's not a video out there that shows this. But instead it's, you got your simple auto sorter that everyone builds. Throws it into a chest. And then I found a tileable shulker box loader that works like 99% of the time. It works, I'll explain the 1%. And then it breaks it and throws it into a chest. The 1% when it doesn't work, there is a chance that a shulker box, let's say a stone shulker box, could get broken at the same time as like a cobble one, and it could get sucked up by the cobblestone hopper. That's a small chance that happens. And so, not a big deal. It doesn't break anything. Hello there, Sooth. How are you doing? H is sharing two of my favorite builds I did. One with modded blocks and all the mods 9. And one with normal blocks, but using one of my favorite resource packs. Didn't realize it was such a big system. Yeah, it's why I didn't build it at the mountain as well. Ooh, yeah, that's cottagecore. I really like it though. I always get jealous whenever I see mod pack blocks. Like, I want that block. I think you're doing amazing, Minxie. There's nothing to worry about. If you want any sort of suggestion, I notice your main block, your wall block, there's no mixture in with it. A lot of people do, they'll throw in like a handful of blocks that are all the same. Variation, yeah. It's the only thing I'd say. Otherwise, you're doing good. It only took a few years to get there, though, for me. It took me a few years, too. Still learning. Got my iron farm. This guy's always running. I recently added added crafters to it. It auto crafted iron and bone blocks. Such a simple design that I'm amazed still works. And that's the Shulker Shell farm way out there. I'll go show that. It's a little, it's actually really crazy. There's a lot simpler farms out there now that are easier to build. But this one, I liked it for the biggest reason. Oh goodness, did all the minecarts break on me? That's funny. I liked it for the reason it can run without me being here. There's a trunk loader. But, you know, essentially it uses both the nether and overworld side. This is where all the shulkers go to die, essentially. Those ones up there are in case the shulker box in the middle dies. And if a shulker box in the middle dies, it sends a minecart through and then replaces it. But, they just keep coming through and then all dying and then get collected. I don't run this anymore, though. Where's my... There's still a minecart running, though. But it just... You know... uses a few snowmen to damage the shulker box. And if I remember correctly, when the shulker box hits itself with one of its ballistas, there's a chance that another shulker box will spawn or duplicate itself based on its health and how many shulker boxes are already near it. So there's like a handful of things that equates into it. It has to get hit by its own ballista. It has to have a certain amount of health, and it has to make sure there aren't too many shulker boxes near it. So there's never too many shulker boxes near it. Because they're always getting teleported away instantly. And then the snowballs... I don't know if it has to be damaged a certain amount or not be damaged. Something to do with its health, but it's really cool. And then if it ever dies, there's a little countdown system somewhere. I didn't design this, I just understand it. Ah, right here. There's a little countdown system, and if the snowmen ever stop hitting this target block, they would only ever stop hitting it if they stop shooting. You can see it happening right here. But if it dies, the timer will start going off after, I don't know, 60 seconds. And then a new one will come in through the top where I said in that little holding chamber. It's really cool, though. Because I would love to have a ton of shulker boxes for projects. I don't want to wipe out the end of them, you know? Yeah, I used to spend hours in the end. I have to learn and make a farm myself. This looks so complicated, but so cool. It is. It's both. It's complicated and it's really cool. There's also easier ones, Minxie. Just look it up on YouTube. I really loved this one. It was one of the best ones at the time, but I loved it for the fact I didn't need to be at the farm for it to work. With the chunk loading system. There's a lot of easier ones to build that you can build in the end that work very well. Like, you just have to sit at it for an hour and you'd have loads of them. I got loads of them myself. Completely redesigned a space last night. I did about a year ago in my world. It looked fine, but I wasn't happy with it. Well, that's fair. I don't blame you. That also sounds fun. There's been a few times where I've come back to something in the past that I've done and then redesigned it. And it's kind of nice. Oftentimes it'll happen with storage rooms where you redesign them to be bigger because you need more chests. And there's something so nice about just tearing everything down and doing what you think will be the next best thing. You know, those are a few things in my world. I work I'm a very, I don't know, I'm a bit of a different Minecraft player when it comes to how I navigate the game. Like, oftentimes people will have just one storage room where everything is located. I don't really have that. I have, I don't even have a storage room or a base. I more of just live at my builds and then take whatever blocks I need there. Since the mountain build has been around for so long. This is the closest I have to a base, I guess. It's this big open area with chests. But since it's been around for so long, we have the storage for it has grown so much. One day I'll have a storage room probably. I just never built a base for the world. But like, you know, working on the plains biomes here. We got a few shulker boxes of what I need. Got Port City here, all the blocks I need here. And more. Organized out in my own way. It's one of those things where I don't see other people play this way. I don't think. I'm sure there's someone that does. It's a big cistern under a castle. Cistern? Sounds interesting. Well, do you like the redesign of it there, Sooth? Also, I love it. people are actually playing the game. There was a while there where everyone that was watching me wasn't playing the game. Which is fine. Breaks are necessary, I guess. Looks so much better now. Well, it's worth it then. I'm glad. Hopefully I never have to redesign anything for this build. It'd take forever. A break from Minecraft? What's that? I don't know. Slowly filling the river with chocolate. Can't wait. What a fun build. The reason why you went for this build? Or was it more like, oh, we can make chocolate with this? There's liquid chocolate? Whoa. What if we made Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Truly, I don't remember the last time I've taken a long break from Minecraft, Minxie. It's been a solid, oh, 4 years since I started this build. Where I've been going consistently. Probably over the last year and a half or so, where it's just like, I just really love the game. I think the game is at a great place. We have so many options for building. So much you can do in it. I have no complaints. I have suggestions, but I don't think there's anything that I'm truly like, this is unbearable. I can't play the game because of this. 'Cause there's been times where I've played games like that. We started playing around with Mr. Beardstone's Perfect World 2 mod pack, and then added some more mods, but it was mainly it's based around Create anyway. There's just so many things you can do and so many projects that can be worked on. You have a chill night farming, fishing, or a chaotic one fighting mobs or learning uh, hard mechanics. This world is our oyster. It totally is. So it just kind of came to be Triple H. I wasn't sure if he had like this connection to Willy Wonka. I absolutely love the one song, Pure Imagination or whatever. I enjoyed that new Willy Wonka one from when he was younger. I thought that movie was really good. It's different. I don't... There's been so many things that I have, and also so many more things I have not done in Minecraft. I think oftentimes, in the past, I had hit points with worlds where it's just, you know, you make the basic few builds here and there, and then you move on. You don't do anything new sometimes. I think for a while now, I've just continuously started doing new things, and it's been a joy. Doing what I want. Probably why nothing gets done in a reasonable amount of time. That, or why something all of a sudden spans 1,000 blocks in either direction. Because why not? Factory is in the middle of an ocean, so we're making a crate boat from the dock to the factory. See, look at this. Triple H out here. I mean, you got so many ideas. I love it. Sorry. Silly mouse does that if I ever take my hand off of it whilst moving it. Chocolate was part of the quest line we had to do. I wanted to learn it and encouraged him to try it. And then it warped into a huge factory that is fully automated. And I said, you may as well make the Wonka factory. It's exactly what I thought. It's like, you know, just wait. We can make liquid chocolate. You may as well make the Wonka factory. Commitment. You're starting to talk about a conversational long-term world. I keep hearing that more often. People saying forever worlds. Apparently, I don't keep up with solo survival players. Like I keep hearing that word recently. And what could we do on it that we want around forever? I gotta resume that. This was never meant. This started on a server, my world here. I never once thought it would have become a solo world. And, you know, just started to build the mountain expand further and further. And I said, screw it, I'm making my dream build that I've wanted to make forever. Literally forever. Have always, anytime I think of really cool, amazing, big build Minecraft, I always will see or think of a huge underground build where it's just great vastness. Dwarven Kingdom. Fits everything. No Oompa Loompas though, gingerbread men instead. Well, you gotta have your own spin on it. I love it though. Gingerbread men, absolutely amazing. Part of the reason Forever Worlds are most popular now is because made change about 1 to 2 years ago, where it will biome blend and match train heights to previous height hideous chunk air looking biome changes when updating. I think that's part of the reason. I'm sure it's part of it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I had played on servers for a good amount of years where they eventually die and then the server gets restarted, wiped and restarted, and all those projects you had been working on, or you even may have somehow finished them, all gone. And I think had to been almost 10 servers I had played on, where there was so many builds just gone. Couldn't take it anymore. Started making a solo world. Don't break my pickaxe, my shovel. Yeah, I switched it out. And you know, I enjoy building. Like 10 years ago, if I tried to be on the same world forever, I just don't think it would have worked. 10 years ago, Minecraft was different. Would have eventually gotten bored. I didn't do building back then. Did some, of course, but nothing extravagant. Nothing that took actual time commitment. Yeah, I love playing on server or diving into new mod packs, but not all mod packs are equal or are completely enjoyable. I was getting a bit tired of bouncing between so many of them, so I thought we could make our own kind of mod pack of our favorites and go from there. I think that's a great way to start. Yeah, I still bounce around. Like I'll still hop on a server every once in a while. I think last year I probably played on 3 different servers throughout it. I had fun on each one of them. Each time that server died and the stuff got lost in time, all the builds and that. But you know, it was fun. But at the end of it, I could always come back to this world. That, and every time I played on a server, I was missing this world. I was like, man, if only this was my solo world, we'd have so many resources, there'd be no worry, I have all the dyes, all the flowers, it's just... It almost, I don't know. The rebuilding of so many farms gets repetitive sometimes. The grind of villagers. Do we still have different mod pack we're playing around on? It won't be long-term thing, like this world will hopefully be. I think it's a great conversation. I say go for it. If you ever get tired of the world, just... I suggest this to anyone. Because people are so... I often hear a lot of people want a long-term world, but they're also like, I always get bored of it though. Like, I'll get bored of it within a month or two, or even just a few weeks. I'm like, well, don't delete it. Don't get rid of the world. Don't move on to a new world. Just leave everything you have and travel, I don't know, a couple thousand blocks away and start over. Then, if you ever want to go back, you can. I got tired of redoing the early grind. It's fun to have a world with history, and if you get tired, you can restart and look at exactly. That's what I suggest to people. Don't know if they do it. I don't think I'll ever really get old of late. I love late game Minecraft. I mean, I've been playing this game for 13, 14 years. That was before enchants, before beacons. And there were some projects I did back then that were absurd. Like, there were times where like, most of the time I was just using stone tools, maybe iron. The different projects and the amount of time they took, it's hard for me to start anew and start building something with stone and iron tools again. I don't enjoy it. It's a grind at that level. Not having enchants, not having a beacon. I enjoy my haste mining. I think there was a while, like before I had started playing on servers, we're going even further back, back to when I didn't have enchants and all that. Before I started playing on servers, it was just my own worlds I'd play on. I'd play with a few of my brothers at times. I always wanted that feel of a of a world that's continuously moving, a server, essentially. All sorts of things going on. Always sounded fun. So, I did that for a handful of years. Making shops and all that. Then I got tired of that. It's like, I want to go back. Let's go back to where I didn't have to ask for someone's permission to build somewhere because it was near their base. Or I'd have to ask some sort of server mod, be like, is this alright? Is this too much? Nah. Now I can do whatever I want. If I want to make some crazy redstone farm, I can go and make the crazy redstone farm. If I want to cover a 1,000 by 1,000 area with stone blocks going in all sorts of different shapes and directions, I don't have to worry about it. I just start doing it. Not like that would ever happen. Ask mods if it's okay to put a mustache on a tower for fun and not griefing. Yeah. They got to a point where, yeah, I knew the mods, so it was whatever. It's like, they knew that I wouldn't go too far with some sort of prank in that where it would feel like griefing. It's funny, some of my closest friends had met through servers, so nothing I would ever say people shouldn't do. I think they're a great place. Lana, hello there. How are you doing? Look at that little kitty. But it's a charity event I'm doing every Saturday that you guys have been watching. I don't know most of the people there. I don't know the mods all that well. I knew the one person that invited me. The person that invited me, that was about the only person I knew. And then I do know my teammates. I knew them before we were teammates. I was happy that I was put on their team. Um, but I don't know any of the admins that are running the event or any of that. So it's like I had that idea, that $25 redemption to go redecorate people's bases, you know, essentially move a few things around in there or add some stuff like a painting or I don't know, a pressure plate is what I've been doing because I think it's silly. I threw that idea out there in the Discord that we're all in. Be like, is this too much? Is this considered griefing? Because one of the rules is don't grief people's bases. It's like, this isn't, I'm not going to the point where I'm blowing anything up. I'm not going to make someone spend an hour of time cleaning something. This is simply just, I think it'll be silly and funny. So I had to ask for permission there, and it sparked an entire conversation where it ended with them making another channel in the Discord, another text channel, and being like, all right, react to this if you allow if you are okay with me redecorating your base. There was another suggestion other people had that also was kind of fell under that. So it wasn't only me that sparked this conversation. It's like, you know, the admins don't know me. I fully understood all the hesitation. Hopefully afterwards, people will kind of understand. It's like, I'm not gonna go and destroy your base. I'm not gonna make you spend hours cleaning something up. I just want to have you, I just want you to chuckle, be like, well, how did my crafting table get over here? And they'll blame it on one of their teammates or something. You a little sleepy there, Lana? It's alright, but I'm doing well. You're alive. Well, that's good. Person we know just started a Minecraft server and is a chill person. Did one player put a wool mustache on their friend's Tower of Sauron for fun? No blocks got broken, and someone went to this new owner. The person says, "This is your first warning against the griefing, my dude. Is messing with people's builds, and that's not okay." Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for the person that's running it. It's tough for the person that did the prank, because obviously that doesn't sound that bad. It probably took 2 seconds to clean up. It's yeah, it's so hard with servers. They will always spark drama. Always. In some way, shape, or form. And it's hard for the moderators. It's either they put a strict foot down or they have very strict, like, they have very clear lines of, like, you're not crossing that. It's hard to give one person, be like, yeah, it's okay, you know, if you go and set something up at someone else's base, but you can't go this, you can't do that much. Well, how do you portray that to someone? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough with a bunch of strangers. It wasn't, and the person it happened to said they sat and stared and laughed for 10 minutes straight. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's funny. I think pranks keep servers alive. You just got to be careful with how much you do. And if you do a lot, like if it is a bigger prank, you help the person clean it up. I don't know. There was a server I played on last year with a bunch of my friends. After we did the Gen Con trip, and essentially if anyone stopped playing for like more than a week, we pranked their base. Be like, you shouldn't have left. And the one of them, someone was living on an island, and we essentially every single grass block on their island, we started growing wheat on it, and we filled their house with about 800 sheep. And we helped them clean it off. I mean, we killed the sheep, we cleaned up the island. got it back to where it was. And we did it as a group, all of us that had participated and all that. It's hard when it's with strangers. Or even people you just don't know as well. Just imagine this huge and tall tower of Sauron is beautifully detailed, and then you walk by a day later and you see a Mario mustache on it made from wool. I think it's glorious. That sounds like me. I had several stacks of duck eggs in H's Magic Tower. Oh, bunch of chickens. I love it. I gotta take a break here. My bot didn't tell me. He still finds ducks and eggs randomly after killing what he thought was all of them. Those are the best. I would hate it. I really don't like when chickens are like right near my base entrance and I keep picking up eggs periodically. And I don't toss the eggs because then it might spawn another chicken. I just I just throw them on the ground to just spawn them. It's the worst. It's really funny though. Anywho, I'm gonna take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something to eat if you haven't just yet tonight. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Hope you all took your break. Get back to some more mining. Welcome back. Thank you there, Minxie. I appreciate it. Hope y'all are enjoying stream. I know it's I think I've been a little more talkative tonight than usual. What do you get? If you get me on a rant of talking about Minecraft, that can happen. That's what happens when you've been doing something for 13 to 14 years. You got plenty to talk about. What do you mean? It's always so enjoyable. Oh, it's enjoyable, but sometimes I have quieter days. Today is not one of them. Today's a talking day. I can always tell. Just based on how my voice feels. Probably because I'm just mining. It's easy for me not to focus on mining like I do when I'm doing anything else. Building takes a little more concentration. I'm glad you find it enjoyable. Making me smile now, Minxie. And everything always comes right in line for me with streaming stuff. It's New Year's. That was a few days ago, a week or two ago. That's always fun. And then it's the Mountain-a-thon right after, which is the anniversary of starting this build. And then it's the anniversary of my streaming. It's right after that.
Who is smiling?
Who's smiling? I think you are, D. Clark. You cutie. What are you doing throwing 100 bits at me? I appreciate it. Thank you. But you know, I always have things happen right in repetition. Because I didn't start streaming before this build. I had only started streaming about a month after. So it's funny. I'll have 4 years of streaming in 2 months. Well, actually, no, the day. We don't do anything for it. Just something that I always remember. Just telling the truth. We both enjoy spending time here. Even on those quieter nights, it's very relaxing watching you play stone or building buildings and such. Thank you, Minxie. Appreciate it. I may be smiling, only because I knew you were going to yell at me. You had a little chuckle and evil laughter. I know you, D. Clark. I almost didn't yell at you, and I was like, you're probably expecting it. Which then made me laugh. No, it was something I started leaning towards more and more. It's always been I would say it's always been more of a relaxing stream, but something I started to lean more into at the beginning of last year. Because I found I just enjoyed it more. It didn't require as much energy from me. There was for a while there, I always tried my very best to just keep talking. And I don't know, beginning of last year, I said, screw it. I'm doing what I want. If I'm only humming for an hour, so be it. If someone pops in and says hi, I'm saying hi anyway. Maybe it'll spark a conversation, maybe it won't. If people don't like it, then it's whatever. You can't force someone to enjoy the content you make. You could try and make content that people like, but I wasn't enjoying it. I rather enjoy it. I love the game. I'm gonna go and share my own playing experience. I might as well enjoy while I do it. It'd be rude if you didn't. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. I've been listening, just finishing up some work stuff that kept me busy longer than I think needed. It seems like you're not the only one working late there, D. Clark. I just went and said hi to Hannah, and she was still working. I know she didn't have the best work day today. Imagine Golf World, a world that just golf courses in Terraria. Because that's what I'm gonna do in Terraria. How do you even do golf in Terraria? Everything is gonna be expert mode, that's right. Boss is annoying you and no god mode. That sounds tiring. Oh no, yeah. I think she's doing better now that her work day has actually ended and the person that was bothering her all day is no longer messaging her. She's just listening to an audiobook while she does whatever. So I think Hannah's doing alright. Yeah, there's an NPC named Golfer which sells golf things. Ah, I didn't know that. That's cool. Usually that's something I feel like I would have known. Played a lot of Terraria. Maybe I just don't remember it. That's good. Hope Friday is better for her. I hope so too. Got another stream tomorrow. My goodness. When did I start streaming so much? Then we got another stream on Saturday. Guys, I think we should call it. You know, it's been almost 4 years of streaming. It's been good, you know. But, you know, maybe I should just call it here. 4 years was a solid run. Such a... No, I'm not. Don't call me that. I'm just having fun. Start putting titles on stuff, then it's official. Then I gotta commit to stuff. Then if I cancel stream, I'll feel... Well, I already feel bad if I cancel stream. I found it better now. I'll just cut a stream short if I'm not feeling up for it. Like 4 golf ball hitter thingies. The golf ball is able to play golf. Get one of the best ones starting to play. Golfers found on the desert underground. Okay. I'll have to look for them the next time I'm playing. Try and somehow make a mental note of that. What'll happen there, Taikian? I forget how to say your name, I apologize. Taikian, Taikiano? Oh. What'll happen is that I won't remember it until I find him. I'll be like, oh, someone told me about this guy. Yeah, he sells golf things. It's usually how that stuff goes for me. Ba-da-dum. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Also, I found this video of someone beating Pokemon 1 in just 3 throws. Am I saying that right? Are you trying to say Pokemon? Pikeman? What are you saying? Is that a game? What's Pikeman? Yeah, of course, I know that. I don't play Smash Bros. Olimar guy in Smash Bros. Okay. Oof. Let's pull out a little handy to Google thing. Pikeman Smash Bros. Let's see if I can just figure it off out of a picture. I got no idea what. Pikeman 1. Maybe it's Pikmin. They look like lemmings. Whatever these things are. Well, that guy's the protagonist of... Aha. I see. Apologies. Usually I know most gaming things. There's a few obscure things that I don't know. Basically, what you do in Pac-Man 1 is that you collect ship parts in 30 days, and Solomar crash landed into the obscure planet, looking a lot like Earth. Interesting. Then there's Pac-Man 2, which is about basically your company is in debt and you must return to the planet that almost caused your death again because it has treasure to plunder. I love it. Just trying to save my company. Time to go back to this planet that I almost died on. Good night, Thad and all. Have a great stream, dude. Sounds good there, Triple H. You have a good night there, too. Assuming Minxie is heading out as well. Good night to them as well. I appreciate you guys always hanging out. And the raid earlier. Hope you get some good sleep there. Good Good night there, Minxie, as well. So, Olimar is very small compared to some things on Earth. Like a Game Boy that's 4 times bigger in width. Ants. Actually, let me pull up the size. Sounds interesting. 1.9 centimeters. That is very small. Or 0.75 inches. See, now that adds so much context to all of this. This adds an entire different spin to the game. Because then everything at this strange, mysterious planet, Earth, that they travel to, it's, everything is huge compared to them. It's really cool. They're playing Grounded. There's a third one. Basically, there's different protagonists now, specifically 3 people. I'm assuming you've just played all 3 of these. Then the third last game was Hey Pikmin. Can't tell if I'm just connecting old memories to something that I think this game could be, or I actually have memories of this game. But you don't know the plot of? That's alright. Curious to watch gameplay of it. Be like, I do know what this game is. But no, it's universally hated. That's usually how it goes if it goes that far out with different versions of a game. It's like if they ever made a Minecraft 2. It just wouldn't work. Fill it with ads and microtransactions. And 10 years after. Why am I getting... I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely what we want. Totally Sooth. I think it's a spin from the events of Pikmin 1. That's crazy that they would even make a 4th one. Game companies, what can you do? Can't blame them. If something worked, you might as well keep going with it until it doesn't. And then try it again 10 years down the road for nostalgia reasons. Nah, if we all just continually play Minecraft and, you know, somehow Bedrock keeps paying for the company to be afloat. So I don't know how Java makes money, apart from people buying accounts. As long as Bedrock keeps us afloat enough, keep getting our updates, the game won't die. I truly have no idea how Java makes the money. I know they sold a lot, that's a majority of it. But a company has to make profit to work. It's Microsoft. They got endless money, right? Ship parts and then find a dog. Wait, that dog wasn't in Pikmin 1. Now there's a rescue operation trying to save them. Oops. All crash landings. In every game, there's always one crash landing in the intro. It's their go-to. It's the expected. Does anyone else know this game? Or did we just get a full rundown of a game nobody else knows? Imagine the entire rescue operations team crash lands when trying to save you. See, at this point, I think they just gotta full circle this thing and somehow like add a time loop to it, and it all circles back to the original version of it, where they first crash land. I don't know. It'd be cool. Never heard of it, but that doesn't sound that doesn't mean much. Really? You haven't always been playing games, D. Clark? Did you get into gaming? Oops, that's not the right. Going through shovels today. So when Mario Bros. 3 came out mostly? Really? The entire time waiting for your response here, D. Clark, I'm like, is this gonna say start with Pong or Pac-Man and I can't think of the name of it for some odd reason. Block falling one. Tetris. And then one of the Mario ones. The player now creates a custom character for this game. That your rookie, which just started out working. Have you played all of these, Tiana? We played all the different ones. I gotta know at this point. In arcades a long time ago. But at home stuff was Mario Brothers 3. C was not till the early 2000s probably. Oh, yeah, I knew that. You know, I'm still curious though. For all I know, D. Clark, you just started picking up gaming like 5 years ago. You're like, I'm gonna give it a try. No. My thing is that the player doesn't just crash land into the thing. 40 something cash waves came for treasure and stuff. This all was long. Log in the log like info. I figured. Swear at any moment, Tiano over here is gonna be like, psych. I asked AI to just make up a game for me and like make different versions of it. I had an Xbox and PlayStation since the original Xbox and the PS2. Steady PC gaming has only been a couple of years now. Routine play on the PC. Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Well, that's for a while then. I figured it was a Nintendo game if the guy was in Smash Bros. Not on a Wii? Or a Nintendo, D. Clark? Routinely, I guess you said. Everybody's had a Wii. Oh. So I had a Wii, but gave it to my niece. Oculus Switch, PS5, Xbox X, and PC. I think that's it. It's more than me, I think. I haven't been on PC for quite a while now. I still have my old Xbox. I think it's the white one of the Xbox One. I think it's called the Xbox One S. Maybe. It was the last Xbox I got. Never had a PS like 2 or any of that. Never had one. Didn't leave Xbox. That's what everyone had that I knew. And then people slowly started switching to PC. Wait. Whoa, slow down. Tiana, slow down. I'm not currently questioning that. You don't need to explain it. I appreciate it. I feel like I've been fed so much information about this game. I've never done a play. I love it. It's silly. Did you enjoy Raft there, D. Clark? I know you had only... That was your first time playing when we played last weekend. Basically, let's bring it to your base. Whoever gets more points from stuff wins. I played it a bit the other day in my little starter world. Well, there you go. As long as you know how to feed yourself and take care of your water, you'll do fine. And attack the shark, I guess. It's a fun and relaxing game. I find Raft to be. I've played through it fully, their full entire storyline. I've owned it since it basically was released. And I've enjoyed the updates they did to it, and it finished their storyline, I don't know, probably about a year ago or so. Played through it fully. It was good. I really liked it. Love how I explained all this because of me saying someone beat Pac-Man 1 with just 3 throws. It's easy to get onto a tangent. Don't collect your item Pac-Man at the end of the day. You'll really die. Creatures get more violent and not. We probably kept you up too late, didn't we, D. Clark, that night we played? It's so easy to just continue doing one thing after another in it. find that to be anything with a game where you have to really put some effort into watching your survival stuff. Making sure you're fully fed and all that. And anything where you're like just continuously working from one thing to another to make your life a little bit easier. I saw what time it was. It was okay. I was okay? Okay. I was getting a little tired at the end. I was tired of running into that one bug we were running into. Luckily, I think I found a fix. All you have to do is remove the chest that the person was looking into, and that should hopefully fix it. It at least stops it from happening again for a while. And then it'll happen to a different chest. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, I think we only ran into it so frequently just because of how many people we were playing with. Because I've played with 4 people, counting myself. You know, I ran into I had run into that UI bug once, only once. It was fine. And then nothing else, but I know just with more players, the more buggier the game can get. Which is whatever. Adds a little fun to it. Then I'm trying to planning out the next Thulk game night for anyone that usually plays through some info in the Discord. Might try and do 2 Thulk game nights. Since we had a bonus one get unlocked due to the charity event. I just stood there until I died. You should have said something. That's fine. They didn't fix it. Still trying to think of what games to play for the game night stuff. Maybe we'll play Raft. Just was closed though, and the others were able to get into it. I think that's the weirdest part, is that other people can also act like it's a bug. What can you do? It's a weird one. The other one that I always run into though is you might be tossing someone something out of your inventory and it'll go 3 feet to the right of you. It's silly. But you won't see you toss it 3 feet to the right of you, but the person you're tossing to be like, yeah, here you go, and they'll like go. You'll see it like flying away from you. Be like, how did it get over there? Or the person won't see what you just tossed at them because it wasn't where you tossed it, even though it was. It's kind of silly. Oops. Oh, it's glitchy. Aaron threw some fish at me and I didn't see it. A few minutes later, it showed up in my inventory. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know. There's small stuff you run into. Break time. It is break time. I think I'll stand up and take that break. The most Fred. Still up. I'm gonna take a quick break here. It was a good time for anyone else to take a break as well, you know. Stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab a snack if you're feeling hungry. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Hope y'all took that break. Got about, I don't know, about an hour left to stream. Of messing around, having amazing conversations. Nope, no break. D. Clark. Did you at least have some water? Do some hydrating. Y'all should do some hydrating. It's good for you. Yes, I had water. Okay, well that's good enough. This time. Back to more mining away, flattening stuff. This will help me a lot down the road. Actually, I wonder, we're probably really close. Oh, 300 cookies away. Or less than 300. 286. Should probably actually replace some shroom lights down here. Just so things don't start spawning. Although most of what we've removed here is already pretty level. It might be fine. Got a few dark spots. Even those are fine. It was a 0. Yeah. Look at how much space we have to work with down the road. Everything all the way across, all the way up, basically. Oh. The structures, they'll be amazing. Grand. Hopefully. Just imagine the terraforming we're gonna have to we'll do underground as well. Oh, that'll take forever. So much real estate, exactly. And nobody was using it. I mean, there probably were animals at one point and trees, but they're not here anymore. They seem to have moved on via axe or sword. We still have some animals. I don't really kill the animals. They just kind of wander. You ran everything and everyone out of town. See, there's a chicken. There's a cow over there. There's another cow. There's some pigs I know somewhere. Trees, I don't know what happened to the trees. They got put in a chest. There's a time lapse of the trees getting cut down. Not the spruce ones though. That happened before I started making recordings of everything. One of these days, we'll be able to fly through the pillared room. That's honestly, the pillared hall is going to be probably like one of our fastest ways of like flying underground, just because it'll be a huge open room and it goes in the 4 different directions the mountain might go. So it's worth it. It's worth every detail. Oops. So I've found that the new payload works wonders with dark oak. I love the contrast. Oh, I bet. I bet that contrast is amazing. Back to using more shulker boxes. Back to making shulker boxes, actually. There we go. Always making more. I'm actually pretty sure I've used all of the empty shulker boxes I have in the world. I used to have a whole bunch of them at my Redstone Island area. But I brought them all back to here, basically, where we were using a whole bunch of them. I don't think I have any more empty ones. Went into my creative world and was building with it. I have some ideas to start using it on my server. There you go. I did go and find one in my world, pale moss biome. We got some of the saplings and the moss, which was the one big thing I wanted from it. Added the pale moss to one of the sections of my moss farm. I haven't thought about using it too much just yet, the wood. It'll have its purpose, I'm sure. You know, we see a lot of medieval builds where they'll throw white in some of them. It's gotten better. There was a point in time where you'd see like white concrete. I think people still use white concrete sometimes as a medieval or fantasy vibe. I don't know why. It looks nice. And I feel like that pale wood would be might be a better match. Yeah, the moss is nice. I did get a bunch of it and have it stored. There you go. Well, you know me and my gray blocks. I do love them. I was forgetting to do that. I had to get more moss. Gray block. I think the big thing that's really cool about that, the pale moss, is that we now have basically a stone carpet. the pale moss carpet. And that's, I think that's really cool. Like we had the moss carpet, which was like a nice grass one. Now we got a stone looking one. It'll come in handy for a lot of stone paths. Oh, true. I didn't even think about that. Most of my pathways, they're stone, but it's more mixed in with the dirt and moss look of it. So I don't think I'll try and transition any moss carpet in there, but if you think about the pathways we'll have that go throughout the mountain, stone carpet, that would look, that'll work great. Makes me want to change some paths to use that instead of the dirt/mud look. Nah, you just do it for the next path you make. Unless you don't like the path. Transition into your stone era. Or a section of your build that's more stone-like, not a lot of greenery. I just randomly change paths in various different areas. Yeah, I never made a path to my concrete and terracotta storage building, so there you go. Maybe we'll take a look at that with the moss carpet here in a second. I'm almost done flattening this section. And I'm making an Enderman farm today. An Enderman farm. New source of XP. It's a farm I've never made. My new favorite is mud bricks, packed mud, and dripstone block. A dripstone block, really? Interesting. Mud bricks are lovely, though. The entire packed mud stuff. Yep, I never really built one before. Found a YouTube video and went for it. Oh yeah, dripstone works nicely with those. That is not a block I favor, that dripstone block. I haven't even thought of using it. I'll have to take a look. All three are easy to get with dirt and villagers for dripstone. You get dripstone from villagers? Masons? They do? Okay, that's what I figured. It would be masons, if any. Use it with mud in a pen for pigs. Ah, it's a good one. And, place the shovel. We do have so many different blocks that are that dirt looking color. It's nice. This is a third shovel we're on. Just a few blocks to mine here without haste. Right on the edge of a beacon. There we go. Another huge section done. I gotta collect the rest of these blocks. Alright. Oh. Enough wasting the time. Slowly getting everything flattened. Still have like that alcove and that one I gotta do. And this area could use it. This one won't take long. A few hours. The land of beacons and shroom lights. Yes, I do have a lot of beacons, that's for sure. I use them. Although some of them I probably don't need haste on anymore, but I like having it. I usually just don't touch them. They're all in a grid. That's why if I ever take screenshots, I try and take. I'll turn off the beacon beam rendering. I wonder if this is all working all right. No. I didn't connect a piece of redstone up correctly. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a simple break. Goes in faster than it clicks. Not that bad. Only 2 times beacons. Yeah, it's not like an entire full beacon one. One of these days, this is gonna work flawlessly, and I don't have to worry about it. Till that day, here we are. And hello there, Bill. I hope you're doing well. It's good seeing you as always. Why does it feel like it's not working? Stop. It's because it isn't. Can you lock a dropper? Ah, the pain. That's a simple fix. Let's do a simple add to. How do I want to do it? Essentially thing here. Just that's how we had it. We never set this up with redstone. I think that'll affect anything. It does. It's fine. Wait, no. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. Because none of those redstone things go. This one doesn't go down in any way. It fits. In a janky way. Ah, that's where I had the extra hopper. Now when we put a thing in here, should go all the way up without a hitch. Aha. No more problems. That's sugar. Okay. Okay, this does have a problem. I wondered if it would. I look away for a few minutes and come back and redstone headaches. It's okay, D-Clark. It's not that bad. We're just gonna move everything around a little bit. We're almost done. Don't worry. Just going to try and do that. And then take a signal off of it somehow, and then do this bippity boppity boo ba. And throw this guy in here for fun. Why are you powered? Really? Because of you? I didn't want to move it down one. What happens? I looked at it and I can't leave it alone, D. Clark. I'm sorry. You do what you gotta do. I will. Alright. That's working. All we gotta do is move this down one all. And all should be well. Do this. Grab some of these guys. Oops. And then grab a dropper. Gonna go and send the rest of this through because why not? Give it a hard test. This reminds you of that, reminds you that I still haven't done a single thing with the auto crafters with the crafters yet. Yeah. They can be fun. It might look like a pain at the moment, but I do find them very fun actually. This is a mess because this system was not built for crafters. This was built before crafters were a thing. And if I had built it when crafters were a thing, it would not it would have been a lot easier. Where did I get this other mud brick from? I had no idea. Anywho, I just gotta transition some of this stuff out over here. Ah, I found it. I got like just a few more things of cleaning up here. I just want to check that this is doing fine. It's not. That's lovely. It's a system where everything is in perfect balance. And if something breaks, it's no longer in balance. It kind of causes a few other things to break. It's lovely. I could have added one to my iron farm, but I have so much iron that I turned my farm off. Yeah, I threw one on mine. My iron farm is still in the spawn chunks, and it just continuously runs, so I threw one on mine just so I don't have to look at it as often. He loves solo survival. This is quite a name you got. I enjoy solo survival as well. That's why I play it. We'll go with Maid. I think Maid is the best part of that name. I like 4 double chests of blocks. Yeah. I started throwing mine in shulker boxes, Sooth. It piles up. Shucks, I still have a stack of these. This is good now. Let's check if this is fine. Looks good. I don't have sorting stone on me. Let's check the sorters one more time. That's correct. That's correct. Go down there. Go over here. Nothing should pile up here. Then it goes wrapping around. And this is fine. Goes down here. Goes here. Nothing piled up here. Good, good, good. Goes all the way around here. Good, good, good. Alright. Now it shouldn't break. Should never put crafters on it. It's fine. After having made multiple stacks of anvils, cauldrons, and chains, and etc. Yeah, I got a shulker box around here somewhere with a whole bunch of anvils and that. Same exact thing, I made a whole bunch of them. There's the cauldrons. I didn't think I'd use that many cauldrons. I didn't make a full shulker box. There's the anvils. Probably could have made a shulker box of them. I think the chains are elsewhere at the moment. I didn't think I saw them in here. No, oh yeah, they are in here. I know my lanterns are over in here. Made one, I think, it's biological geek boy. There's a lever to turn off. That's nice. Honestly, it wouldn't be a hard thing to turn off iron farms. You just remove the viewpoint to the zombie and you're probably good. Here's my lanterns. We go through a lot of these. Exactly, that's exactly how they did it. I love it. I love it. The instant thought process. Like, how would you turn it off? Oh, yeah, just remove the viewpoint. Most logical. I'm sure there's other ways. You could probably just stop it by, that's not where that goes, Thad. I mean, eventually, if you just had the iron golems pile up to the max amount, I would assume that would work too. That was a full shulker box, right? Yes, it was. I looked at it right on the dot. Why didn't I think of using shulkers at my wool farm? Oh god, I have to keep moving so much wool. Thad, you're a genius. Thank you, D. Clark. I'm glad you finally noticed. Isn't it genius? I love that. And D. Clark, you know, because you know those wool farms are running all the time. I just have a pre-made shulkers of every color. Maybe a bit much, but very handy. I don't know. It's one of those things that I just kind of threw in there. It's the same concept as my sorter here. Like, it really doesn't take me long to look at it periodically. Honestly, with the wool farm, you could add a comparator in here somehow. Maybe. Yeah, you could. You totally could add a comparator. If you added one to like the back side of the hopper and then took the pulse out of it and then it would light up a redstone lamp. Maybe a bit much for most people, but I've always wanted to add some sort of signal identifier for when one of these shulkers was full, and I tried a handful of different ways, but this just wouldn't work. But this one doesn't have as much redstone around it. That was over my head. Okay. It doesn't collect the wool that fast. Let's grab an extra stack of rockets, and I think I might just, oh, well, I said I was gonna look at, pathway stuff, but I don't think it'll be a today thing. So you had suggested the stone, the stone carpets, the pale moss carpets for stone pathways. I don't know, maybe it would look nice. I got the pressure plate and that looks nice. Maybe it would look nice even for this sort of pathway where we have it dirt and then into grass. Curious. Let's grab one. Just take a quick look. I do have some. I have a few stacks here. Hi, Cinnamon. It's gonna be here. Let's take a stack out. Cinnamon! Lana says hi. Cinnamon's being all polite and not getting in my way and sitting on her side of the desk that she's allowed to be on. Just a quick look. Oh. Yeah, there's so many applications we can use this. Isn't the pale moss the way? Yeah, it adds it. Oh. I'm surprised it adds it to leaves. Sorry. It's one of the cool features of pale moss. Like, oof. It's tough. It would be better as like a replacement to the tough. Yeah, it blends in nicely there. It's different. Do you like the look? It's a good black. Definitely very close to that tough look. Just a different texture to it, but the same color vibe. There's a tinge, there's a bit of like that grayish blue in there. Like the glow lichen has. Did I throw any on this tree? No. Oh no, I did. I knew I did. Once again, I just don't think it's something I would throw in like the center of a pathway. It's something I would rather put on the edges, just like these buttons, like pebbles, so it doesn't draw your view too much. Interesting, very interesting. What about something I've done a lot of is throwing like rocks here and that. We do this. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. Actually, I think I can just it takes both though. I want it to go the other way. Aha, like that. Look at that on the mossy cobblestone. That's a new block. It's cracked mossy cobblestone at that point. Yeah, it'll go too high up on it. You can kind of see it there on the cobblestone. Oh, the applications, guys. We could use this everywhere. This is the same feeling I had once we got the tough blocks, all the different variations of that. Just look at it. It adds so much character to it. Doesn't work here as much because I don't have the bits and bobs that are around this one. Oh, too much. Yeah, this is something. This is one thing I saw someone do was put it on a door, but when you open it, it breaks, and then it goes back to the small one. But it's kind of cool. I wish it stayed. It kind of does. curious if they ever change that down the road. I do wish they just gave us this block that happens with the moss. Like, why am I not able to just shear it? Kind of nice. Anywho, I've been rambling long enough to your guys' ears. It's probably time I wrapped things up and called it a night. Let's take a little quick overview. Can't even see it when you're flying over. Yeah, I think it'll do. The buttons have definitely grown on me. Don't tell not Alex. But they've grown on me. Let's figure out who we could raid. There's gotta be someone live, right? I wonder if anyone in the charity Discord is live. Oh, Crystal Husky's live. Hey, don't tell not Alex. I told him I didn't like it. Let's go say hi to Crystal Husky again. They're part of the charity event thing that we've been doing. And they're a lovely streamer that we haven't actually had an interaction with them on the server just yet. But I had a conversation with them briefly when we were both setting up Minecraft stuff on the server at the same time. So now I've raided them once or twice. But anywho, we're gonna head on over there. If you don't already know them, worth the follow. They have a cool hardcore world, and they're part of the charity event, so it's already worth it. But do grab the raid message. Grab the first one if you're subbed. Grab the second one if you're not. That's alright by me. I just really appreciate it when people do grab the raid message. It means the world to me. It really does. Seeing all of us grab it. It's always I don't know. It's spreading the whole stream brand stuff. It's fun having all of us go along. But anywho, I'll be live tomorrow. 5 p.m. Central start time as usual. If anything changes, I'll update you in the Discord as always. And then we also have a stream on Saturday back with a charity event. Where it'll be past the halfway, or it'll be the halfway point stream, kinda. There's 5 of them. It's our 3rd stream of it. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Really, really do. Such as I'm not don't know what you're on about. But y'all have a lovely rest of your night. I'll see y'all next time.